We got all the microphones and everything. Stupid Windows. Amy had a window update yesterday or the day before. It took 90 minutes for her to update the whole office, brand new office, Microsoft or whatever.
Yeah.
So, and then like all our email and everything's all messed up.
And everyone's hacking into the office too.
Why are they hacking into it?
Because they can.
We can't win in this world, Dan.
No.
We can't win. All right, here we go.
I don't know what this thing is. It could get a strip show.
Weren't there, dude.
I had it backwards. Hold on, I had it backwards. Second day on the job, right, Dan?
Are you new here?
Yes.
I don't know what this thing is. It could get a strip show.
Weren't there, dude.
DeaconLive.
DeaconLive.
Welcome back, guys. On today's show, I've been saying this my whole entire life, and now I've got an actual article that proves that I'm right. No food, no breaks, no picks for you. And what is the couch guy? And tonight, we feast. All this and much, much more will be discussed and explained here on DeaconLive. How are you? How are things? How are things going? Let me change the time that we started because my stupid computer did an update and knocked out all my ports and my portholes and all that. And speaking of portal, over my far right-hand side is IT Dan. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing a little better. Yesterday, I had some big projects. I was sanding railings and priming for 3 hours.
Sounds exciting, Dan. Sounds riveting.
Then I went home and dug up a tree stump.
Why? You had nothing else to do?
It was in the yard, and I told my wife I'd dig it up. I dug like a 4-foot round hole around the stump, cut all the roots out of it.
Why don't you just drill a hole in the middle of the thing and then let it like biodegrade?
Oh no, I'm going to put another plant in there. So I dug it all up and I attached it to my Kia. I didn't want to attach it to my new truck in case the chain broke and it went flying back and smashed the truck.
We've seen too many videos of that happening.
Yeah, so I used my Kia. I pulled it out. I got the stump out, and I had to push the stump back into the woods. And
back where it came from?
Yeah, and into my neighbor's property, the right thing to do. And I'm 67 years old, and I'm pushing this. It's an 11-inch across tree, which is like a 36 circumference if you use pi.
Sure.
And I'm pushing
Sounds
this thing.
about right.
I'm rolling this over. You know what pushing this is like? It's like rolling Rosie O'Donnell over trying to find a wet spot. It literally everything I could take. I had to channel my inner Bruce Banner to get this into the woods.
You're just dropping all the names, aren't you?
Yeah.
Why didn't you take water and rinse all the dirt and everything? I saw the picture. Why didn't you rinse all?
Oh, I knocked the dirt off with a shovel before I pushed it.
Just...
I'm not crazy, but that was a chore, pushing that into the woods.
Verdict's not out yet.
And I'm 67 years old, and I get done, and last night I'm thinking to myself, and I go, how do you know when you're old? And I said, I'm 67. I'm out here it was hot yesterday in the 80s.
Yeah.
I'm working there. I'm doing that. And I'm thinking, how do I know I'm old? And you know what I figured out?
What's that?
You're old when you stop playing Call of Duty and start playing PGA golf on the PlayStation.
Oh, so I did play 18 holes yesterday.
Yeah, you must have been exhausted.
I was exhausted. I played 18 holes on the new whatever the free game is on the PlayStation Network, and hey, it was relaxing. My wife's like, "Ooh, that looks so cool." I'm like, "Yeah, I know." And
how many people did you kill on the golf course?
I didn't kill anyone on the golf course.
Then why bother turning the machine on? Really?
Well, Dan, sometimes you need to relax. It's a mental release. It's a mind relaxation. You know, some people go fishing. Some people shoot people on Call of Duty. Some people play video golf, I guess. I don't know. Now, Dan, I'd like to stand before you to actually eat my words. Did we have a bet on any of this?
$2.
Did we have a $2 bet whether William Shatner would shit his pants or anything?
No. We didn't have a bet, but you got a short memory, so I can probably make $2 off of this.
But I did say he would shit his pants, and I said he's going to die. Well, fortunately, unfortunately, however you want to look at it, right now, let's listen to the man, the Rocket Man, from his mouth himself. Just landed from Blue Origin. This is what he had to say. Hold on.
is the most profound experience I can imagine.
Oh, he's choked up.
Filled with emotion about what just happened.
What's going on?
It's extraordinary.
Oh,
Extraordinary.
hold on. There we go. Try that. Is that better?
I hope I never recover from this. I hope that I can maintain what I feel now. I don't want to lose it. It's
He just got out of the capsule, and this is him talking to Jeff Bezos.
so much larger than me and life. And it hasn't got anything to do with the little green planet, the blue orb. And
There's people around, they're celebrating and
it has to do
stuff.
with the enormity and the quickness and the suddenness of life and death. And oh my
90 years old.
It's something.
It's so beautiful.
He's all choked up.
Beautiful, yes, beautiful in its way, but
No, I mean your words.
oh my word.
Jeff Bezos, oh, this is beautiful. Yes, beautiful. No, your words are beautiful. There.
Even begin to express what I would love to do is to communicate as much as possible. The jeopardy.
He's completely flabbergasted. He said, there's between the Earth and the space is this thin sheet of blue layer that keeps oxygen in our planet. And he goes on and on here, friend. You can see the whole video. We'll post it on Deacon Live, and the way you see that is go over to prophetradio.com, click on Deacon Live. So he's landed. Now, as far as him shitting his pants, I don't know, because I didn't see the back of him. He didn't die. So, you got me
also saying that he might not make the trip. The doctors may keep him on Earth.
Yeah, I said they'll flag him, and they didn't flag him, so they stuck him in there. And I literally, this is going to sound really, really disturbing. I was going through my Facebook feed, doing my constitutional right on the toilet, and I was going through the Facebook feed, and someone says, "Oh my God, William Shatner's getting ready to launch into space." So I'm like looking for a live video. Came across the CBS live stream, watched literally on the toilet, watching him crap his pants as he goes into space, and I'm sitting there, and it was a 3.5 minute up, separate, and then down. And I said, "That's it." And then it took another 15-20 minutes to get him out of the capsule, and I'm like going, I mean, if you could still see it from Earth, I don't think that's going into space. Even though he broke the barrier, he broke all the, get out of here, he broke the stratosphere, he was in floatlessness or weightlessness or whatever you want to call it.
I think should orbit Earth once. That would be the trip. You know what I mean?
Well, what if you don't, what if you get out to space and you just sit there and let Earth rotate itself, not you go around it, but it rotate itself, and you come back into Earth at a different, because they literally went up. You could see in the background the rocket was like maybe half a mile behind them. So literally the rocket went up, and then it separated, and then the rocket, of course, came down first, and then they floated down to Earth within a half mile of where the rocket actually took off.
So this is, roller coaster rides. Some of them are longer.
And they were talking about the G-forces on some roller coasters is the equivalent, and I beg to differ on some, is the equivalent of going up in some, like this rocket ship. And so he went up, did his thing, came back down. Jeff Bezos came out there, unlocked the key, or unlocked the door, opened up the door, gave the thumbs up, said, "God, it smells like shit in here."
I heard that. I could read lips. That's what he said.
So that's what happened. So I stand corrected. I'm glad he didn't die. I'm glad nothing happened to him. I'm glad that the trip was safe. As far as getting their, NASA or the space organization, I'm real technical on words here. The space organization gives astronauts golden pins. They give them golden pins and saying that they are actual commercial, what do they call them? Astronauts, commercial astronauts. They're still waiting because these were 4 just regular people going up there. There was no one that was actually, they went through the equivalent of being trained to be an airline pilot or something like that. Or not even an airline pilot, like an airline stewardess is basically what they were trained for. Basically, hold on, here's your puke bag, here's your seatbelt.
In the event of emergency, a mask will fall down on your lap.
Correct. Yes. So, and then they landed, so I don't know if they're going to get that congressional pin saying that they're an actual astronaut because of I don't know. I mean, what's the equivalent of going, what they call it, the vomit comet, that the airplane that goes up and then it does the G-forces and then you come down and it goes up. It does like this big S-type movement in the air to train astronauts in weightlessness. Have you seen that? It's like a 747 or 767 or something.
No, there's a bunch of different methods, and I've seen where they have chambers that all the oxygen's out of, where you float around on Earth just to try to practice weightlessness.
That's a vacuum. You can't float in a vacuum. There's still gravity.
If it's if it's a Dyson or one of the good ones, you can.
All right.
I want to tell you a little bit about my development.
Well, we'll come back. Dan's got something. He's played. You heard him talk about getting the cameras and everything all ready for his development and stuff. He's been working on that, and he's so proud. He's busted a crime. And when we come back, we'll dive into Dan's private investigation with these cameras and stuff. He caught someone doing something horrible. Stick around. You're listening to Deacon Live right here on Prophet Radio. I'll be right back.
I hope that I can maintain.
All right, all you guys over there on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, all that stuff, stick around. If you'd like to see the whole video here, go over to Deacon Live, click on Deacon Live, or go over to Prophet Radio, click on the Deacon Live podcast. And for every podcast we do, we have a matching video as well. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow us, and download us on iHeartRadio as well. Thanks. Bye.